Do you want to know how to make a book cover? Now, I'm not just talking about hiring a graphic designer to make a book cover for you. I mean, I'm going to show you the best resources to make a quality cover for no money or experience. That's why today I'm going to share with you 5 free self-publishing tools for making a book cover. Stick around. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to master DIY publishing, then subscribe and turn on your notifications for all the latest videos. How do you get your book covers created? Do you make your own book covers, or do you hire a graphic designer for making a book cover? Drop me your thoughts in the comments. Do you need to make a book cover but can't seem to scrape together the cash for an experienced cover designer? Are you left with no other option than to make a do-it-yourself book cover? Then these 5 free self-publishing tools for making your own book cover just may help you when you're in a pinch. Keep in mind, I wouldn't recommend making your own book cover if you have no experience in book cover design, but desperate times sometimes call for desperate measures. When you use these resources, I'd highly recommend you draft up to 3 different versions of a book cover, then share it with peers to see what option is the most suitable. Now, let's get to it. 1. Canva. This free graphic design tool website has a simple drag and drop interface and provides access to over 1 million photographs, graphics, and fonts. The tools can be used for both web and print media design and graphics. Most notably, Canva is one of the most widely used among the DIY publishing community. Sadly, Canva comes with a bit of a hurdle in creating a unique cover that stands out from the pack. But with a little time and patience, you can create a beautiful cover for no money. Canva has a premium feature for a small investment, but I'm not sure this membership will unlock enough options for your cover to be much better than with the freemium membership. 2. Adobe Spark. This free online and mobile graphic design app easily creates beautiful images, videos, and web pages. Launched in mid-2016, Adobe Spark has a neat feature in a book cover maker. The workflow is much like Canva, super simple and user-friendly. With Adobe Spark being relatively new to the game, I'd imagine you're likely to stand out from the Canva-created covers. 3. DIY book covers. Much like the other sites I've referred to in this video, I have zero affiliation with DIY book covers, even though I lean a lot on the DIY publishing methodology. With that disclaimer out of the way, I can still heartily endorse this site for the right resources in making your own book cover. In my video on the top 10 YouTube channels, I made mention of DIY book covers owner and operator Derek Murphy. His site has a small barrier of entry and all that's needed is your email. Once you sign up, you get instant access to a downloadable zip file with scores of ebook cover templates. And the best part is you can easily alter the book cover templates from, of all things, Microsoft Word. Yep, you got that right. You make book covers with any document creating software. Inside the zip file, Derek included in-depth manuals and tutorials. 4. CreateSpace or KDP. I know this is a given, but not many people realize how much better Amazon has refined their online cover creator software. Yes, quite a few people are using them. Yes, the covers can be rudimentary. However, I challenge you to sit down and play around with their templates. Test out variations of fonts, colors, stock pictures, or even upload your own images. This option isn't as limiting as you'd think. And I can tell you I created a best-selling paperback book with CreateSpace Cover Creator, and it didn't take me more than a few minutes. And lastly, GIMP. You may remember seeing GIMP in this video series on how to make a CreateSpace book cover. For those of you that are cash-strapped without many options and a desire to learn how to use a Photoshop alternative, then GIMP is for you. Unlike Photoshop though, GIMP doesn't cost a dime. GNU Image Manipulation Program, also known as GIMP, is a freely distributed program for photo retouching, image composition, and image authoring. GIMP has tons of functions, and I couldn't even begin to tell you the possibilities of using this software. Now, don't get too excited. GIMP has a steep learning curve. However, once you grasp the fundamentals, it's smooth sailing for making your own book cover. That's it for today. Hey, if you enjoyed today's content, then share it with at least one other person who's into DIY publishing too. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you guys soon.